It's a diabetes treatment turned quick fix diet drug. Ozempic has exploded in popularity, but Health Canada hasn't approved the drug for weight loss, and you need to get a prescription to get it. That certainly hasn't stopped scammers from trying to take advantage of people desperate to drop a few pounds. Joining us now with more is Simone Lis with the Better Business Bureau. Good morning. Thanks for being here.
Good morning.
Yeah, you know, it doesn't surprise me that the scams are out there because they always seem to find a way to prey on people who really want to get something that they may be having a difficult time doing so. So what are you seeing right now when it comes to Ozempic or pharmaceutical scams?
Well, and it is rare. We've only had one case here in Canada that's been reported so far on our scam tracker tool. We have seen other cases reported in the United States as well. But what we saw was someone shopping, trying to get Ozempic through Facebook, paid money and then got a notification that they needed to send more money for shipping, realized that they were being scammed and decided not to go any further. That's kind of the situation that we've been seeing across Canada and the United States. But we also know that with buying things online, especially things like prescriptions, it is a huge concern when you think about potentially what you could be putting in your body.
Absolutely, especially when you buy something off of Facebook. I think you have to have so many precautions when you're doing something like that anyway. Is there a situation, though, where you would be able to get Ozempic, the real stuff, to be sold to a person without getting a prescription? Is that a scenario that is possible?
No, it's in Canada. It's something that requires a doctor's prescription. I mean, and that's to protect you. You go to your doctor, they prescribe it. I mean, it is a controlled substance. There are risks, and it is used to help with diabetes too. So I mean, keep that in mind. It's not really used for weight loss. Not on top of all of that, there is a shortage of the product right now. So you know, you would go to your doctor, you'd get a prescription, and then you go to your pharmacist, and your pharmacist would help you understand all of that. And all of that's important. It protects you because there may be things you're not even aware of with other prescriptions that you might be taking.
Okay, so I mean, because it's so difficult to get right now, which is why we're seeing these scams. So what are the things that people should be looking for, the red flags that people should be keeping an eye out for so they know when to walk?
Well, number one, I mean, if they're not even asking for prescription, that's a big red flag. You know, if there seems to be a lot of availability and we know there's a shortage and they're offering it to you at a really good price, just like any other sort of hot product, that should tell you there's something wrong right there. And then, of course, if you are looking online, if they're asking you to pay through unusual mechanisms like, you know, a digital wallet, a wire transfer, you know, not credit card, because a credit card gives you recourse if you don't get the product. So there's some safety in that.
And it's not just Ozempic that we're seeing this issue with. There's other prescription or pharmaceuticals that, you know, we're seeing scams. And so how important is it to, you know, research the pharmacy or to get information about where you're buying it from?
Well, absolutely. I mean, this is just one example of, you know, health scams. Health scams have been around for years. I mean, there was the old, you know, snake oil salesperson who was selling you this miracle cure that would treat everything. So, you know, it is really important to check and do your research and understand who you're dealing with. Not only because you can walk into your pharmacist and understand that they're going to help take care of you, but also because there are things like online pharmacies, and you do want to make sure that the company you're dealing with is legitimate, it's trustworthy, and that it has the license to practice here in Canada.
And what should people do if they think they are in the middle of a scam, that they're losing their money? What is their recourse in that situation?
Well, we always want to remind people that the best thing you can do, I mean, honestly, it's to help protect other people. So we want you to report it. We want you to report it to us. And then there is the organization, the Canadian Anti-Fraud Centre. What they do is work with law enforcement to shut these things down and educate as well.
Yeah, really good information this morning, because I think there's a lot of people who, you know, think that if they can get their hands on a product, and everyone wants to get a deal, but sometimes they're just too good to be true.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, Simone, thanks for joining us this morning.